The bull-leaping myth of Minoan Crete. Long ago, on the island of Crete, there was a powerful and advanced civilization called the Minoans. They built great palaces, painted beautiful art, and worshipped gods and goddesses who ruled the world. Among their many legends, one of the most famous is the myth of bull-leaping, a daring and dangerous ritual that combined sport, religion, and bravery. The story begins in the great palace of Knossos, home of King Minotaur. The Minoans believed that bulls were sacred animals, gifts from the gods. The bull was strong, wild, and untamed, a symbol of power and nature's uncontrollable force. To honor the gods, the Minoans performed a ritual known as bull leaping. It was not just a game or a test of strength. It was a sacred act, a way for young men and women to prove their courage and earn the favor of the gods. The legend says that the bull-leaping ritual was connected to a deeper myth, the story of the Minotaur. The Minotaur was a fearsome creature, half man and half bull, born from the anger of the gods. King Minos had angered the sea god Poseidon, and as punishment Poseidon made Minos' wife fall in love with a bull. From this unnatural union, the Minotaur was born. The creature was locked in a great maze called the labyrinth, where it demanded human sacrifices. But before the dark tale of the Minotaur, there was the tradition of bull leaping, a ritual that celebrated the bond between humans and the sacred bull. Young athletes, both men and women, trained for years to master the art. They had to be fast, agile, and fearless. The ritual took place in the palace courtyards, or in open arenas where crowds gathered to watch. The bull was released into the arena, full of energy and fury. The leapers, dressed in simple loincloths and belts, waited for the right moment. As the bull charged, they had to grab its horns, somersault over its back, and land gracefully on their feet. It was a deadly dance. One wrong move, and the bull's sharp horns could gore them. But those who succeeded were celebrated as heroes. Some say the bull leapers were not just athletes, but priests and priestesses, performing a sacred act to honor the gods. The bull symbolized the wild forces of nature, and by leaping over it, humans showed they could conquer chaos with skill and courage. The Minoans believed this ritual kept the gods happy and ensured good harvests, protection, and prosperity. Archaeologists have found many paintings and carvings of bull leaping in the ruins of Knossos. These artworks show young men and women mid-flight, their bodies arched gracefully over the bull's back. Some paintings even show the leapers landing safely, while others are caught by the bull's horns. These images tell us how important the ritual was to the Minoans. It was more than a sport. It was a matter of life, death, and divine favor. But like all great myths, the story of bull leaping has a darker side. Some scholars believe the ritual was not just symbolic, but may have been part of real sacrifices. Bulls were sacred, and their blood was sometimes offered to the gods. The bravery of the leapers was a way to prove devotion, even if it meant death. Over time, the Minoan civilization faded, and the palaces of Crete fell into ruin. The bull-leaping ritual disappeared, but the legend lived on. The Greeks, who came after the Minoans, told stories of the Minotaur and the great hero Theseus, who entered the labyrinth to slay the beast. But the original meaning, the sacred dance between humans and bulls, was lost, turned into a tale of monsters and heroes. Today, when we look at the ancient frescoes of bull leapers, we see more than just art. We see a story of courage, faith, and the eternal struggle between humans and nature. The Minoans did not see the bull as just an animal. It was a god, a challenge, and a partner in their most sacred ritual. The myth of bull leaping reminds us that some legends are not just stories, but echoes of a forgotten world where humans danced with the divine. And so, the legend lives on, not just in the ruins of Crete, but in the spirit of every daring soul who ever faced the impossible and leaped.